Hello, my lovely little nightmares. Alright, so we picked back up where we left off, which was the investigation. So, what's right here? These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body has been added to the physical section of your handbook. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. Oh, my computer's dying. Hold on, my computer's dying. Help, my computer's dying. Just section. Okay, I got it. Okay. The force of the explosion must have sent it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. How? That knife may be larger than normal, but it's definitely not big enough to go from front to back, I feel like. That has to be like... Hold on, that has to be like, I don't know, a little less than a foot long? I don't think it's that long. Whatever. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this the knife that Toko gave you guard video? The one that you found in the classroom the day before? Everyone agreed you should babysit, and then you lost last night? And that's it. It's the knife that person was holding. It's also the knife that was in your drawer. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Dude cannot remember the fact that that's literally the same freaking knife. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then The dorms are on the first floor in Makoto. This room where the body is on the, 5th floor? You were delirious from being sick. And you could not even keep your eyes open, man. There's no way you could have fought off an attacker and dragged their body up to the 5th floor. Or somehow you both end up at the 5th floor just for you to end up back in your dorm room when you woke up. That makes no sense to me. And if this really is Kyoko, it isn't, but whatever. It would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me, except for the fact that you saw Kyoko shortly after the person that had attacked you. You passed out right after seeing both of those people, so but why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Makoto, sweetie. Sweet, innocent child who is so very, very dumb. Okay, here we go. Yeah! So who did that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not going to look. I don't want to change anyone. Good for you, Toko. Smart. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. It's not wearing the coat, the clothes draped over it, but whatever. It's like, you can literally see the little black spot where the sleeve folds in on itself. It shows that it's definitely not being worn, and also the fact that whenever you see the other side of the coat, it's clearly not on the other arm. Just kind of whatever. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. The doctor said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I can remember how it looked. Though I'm forgetting the fact that also the nails were painted red. But whatever, I guess that's not an important detail, even though there's only 2 people in the entire school that had painted nails, and both of them are dead. Then again, I guess they can't really be sure that Kyoko didn't have painted nails because she was always wearing gloves. But at the same time, she was always wearing gloves! Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too, so thank you, too. Yeah, look, that sleeve is not on them. That is just draped loosely on top of them. Funny before this bush has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. So, okay. This is a panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time possibly couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? And if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gone their way. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after? Let's check on the chickens. Remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop? We're missing a chicken. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens were in here?
Of course. There were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
Huh? What's wrong?
Oh, okay, I think I know. Oh no, 4 chickens. There's only 4 chickens here now. Oh, short. Ah! That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna put an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore here and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens has been added to the section of the handbook. Okay, so this is definitely clearly like, the same booth with the red shoelaces, painted nails, 2 women characters' nails, the helmet, or exploded. This is definitely a girly pup that got stabbed with a bunch of poles in chapter 1. Definitely. But then, where did the blood come from? Oh, it was the chickens, right? That would make sense, right? Right. Which would mean how many chickens were sacrificed for this kid? Where would they get the blood from the body? Whatever.
It's 11 o'clock right now.
Okay, and?
You're serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcements woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Tina. That was right around 7:30. When I headed to the gym, everyone else was waiting. Next, Kyoko went to go get pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Kyoko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Okay, let's take an actual look at the body. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. You can't slide around, seriously? Okay. So... what was the nails for? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingertips. Oh, they're fake nails. They're really long. Yeah, there's no way Kyoko could have worn gloves while having those fake nails on. They seem like they get in the way of normal activities. Fake nails has been added to the full section of the handbook. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? They got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it's clearly a wolf. Bro. Looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. That is clearly a wolf in like a
star shape, whatever thing, kind of like a police badge. The field on the right hand has been added to the choosable section of your handbook. Oh yeah, right, there's other stuff to click on. Right. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. What? Okay. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis has been added to the useful section of your handbook. Okay, and then English last part we can take on. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Okay, so I guess you could have gotten that information from either side. Okay, so that's all we can glean from the body. Let's take the shed, why not? Just be sure I can take a look in the tool shed. I'm purposefully ignoring Byakuya. This room is dusty and disorganized, in other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Okay. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the other side is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added to the full section of the handbook. Okay, so let me try this. Wet and dirty. That's the one thing here that concerns me. Anything else we can click on? I guess nothing else really matters in here. I think we got all the information we need, so let's talk to Byakuya. Hello, Bakugo. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. The boy. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
Your alibi. An alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Here's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hira, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hira in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
You never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, well now, you seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added to the split section of your hand. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicion. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko is never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. For the key to her room,
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if they'll let me borrow her room key. Okay. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Try me again later.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Like later, huh? Okay. And in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should pick out that one area. I don't know where that one area is, Makoto. I don't know where you want me to go. Okay, let me try and think. Was there anything red with a bolt? Red with a bolt? I really can't remember. Was it the bomb? It might have been the bomb. Might have been the Monokuma bomb. So I guess we could look at the gym. Where's the stairs again? Okay, I'm pretty sure they want me to go to the gym. I don't feel like teleporting. Just gonna try and wander our way down to the stairs. That's the wrong way. This way. What floor are we on now? I do not know. I do not recall. Are we on the ground floor yet? No. No, we're not. Close enough. Now we're on the ground floor. Okay. Open the door. Let me in. What were we here for again? Right. Random Monokuma. Monokuma's laying this man on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh! It is the bomb! I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. One is on every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragment I found in the garden. Fragment near the dead body and has been updated in the split section of your handbook. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden master Byakuya. Okay, I guess I gotta go all the way back up. Okay, so the bomb was there when they left the camp. The bomb was not there when the body got blown up. So then that means that while they were going all the way upstairs to the headmaster's room, someone came in, grabbed the bomb, hit it on the dead body. And then the bomb activated when Havoc, killer shell, whatever, touched the body. So then it couldn't have been Makoto because of the fact that Makoto was with everyone else when the bomb was stolen. Together like the timeline of events to make it make sense. So man, am I getting a little bit confused because I guess it'll make sense when we get through the trial, but still. Do you think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Hey yo, we teleport! Woo, let's go! Hi, Bakuya. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid into the key and then click, and it opened. Looks like it. Thanks. Woo! Oh, her bed is cute. So this is Kyoko's room. Click. What else we check? Clearly, we probably should not be touching the bed. That would be weird. It might upset Byakuya. So that. I mean, you might think that we have like some weird reason to do it. There's a notebook here. Okay. 6? There's something on the table. It's woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that might this might go to. The dojo? Yay! She might have some articles reading at the drive. I better not look inside. Okay, anything else? Camera. No matter when, no matter where, so those cameras are following every move. I mean, absolutely ever. Many cameras usually have anyway. Okay. This is not mine, it's not going to appear to any. It's previous is when it's on, active are still useless no matter what. What do you have to say here?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is you're looking for? Nothing particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you do no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's
It's
this?
true.
Consider the signal my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens. I'm sure I have it somewhere here. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. If there's something ever happens, I could open it.
Interesting.
Faster when happens to open it. Okay. Open the envelope and look inside. Inside with a single piece of paper. Under the sheet.
What?
That's all there's worth in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? I guess we're looking at the bed! But there's something hidden under the bed sheet. Part of me doesn't expect to find anything. But I lift up the sheets. What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 Student Registry. Makura Ikusawa.
I see.
It appears to be Makura Ikusawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. Probably the other thing Kyoko stole, and she's stuck in the headmaster's room along with the key. Gosh, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and a sensor. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. We have to finish your search. Oh, okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Makura Ikusawa, sex female, the ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she has a military specialist training in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won the survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while her and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely undefended. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Makura's profile has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one is non-fiction and the other is sci-fi, and there's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then wouldn't it make more sense to say one is non-fiction and one is like fantasy or something? Because science fiction sometimes has actual science in it that's just like pushed to the extreme. And sometimes stuff that shows up in science fiction is eventually made into a reality. So, but That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person.
I
Then
see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Club is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already.
Found it!
Wow, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. That's you.
What?
Have you gotten your pretty little hand?
What?
Oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out
Come
me. I'm not
on
gonna
now.
hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it if there's omniverse, you know.
What?
Our rule violations are really so forgivable. Be quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Now can I?
Hmm.
On the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I think I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When we first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
In other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game is actually 16. 16, then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Who the heck calls her
Watch
that?
out for her.
Why is it focusing so heavily on that? Oh my gosh. Okay. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, she's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Why?
Huh?
Huh? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this?
Hmm.
Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed!
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge. I want to get back at that stinky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't let anyone... Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma Zakao has been added to your school secondary handbook. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears his gloves to hide the scars. Knees. Those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap.
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember that Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was
That's
student.
right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules to the game. Why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Makuro is connected to this case. And that's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the students. He needs to make our investigation fair. Makuro is related to the case.
It's certainly possible.
Kyoko, what? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, if she kills someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Makuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone would be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Kusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Makura, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind to her identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
So, in other words...
Makura giving us information that would rise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Makura isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makura and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible. So if that's really true, if Makura isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key in the dojo. I should find out if that key in the dojo earlier.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Woohoo! The dojo! Okay, Syakuya here? There he is, my boy! Hurry up and check the lockers. That's what we're here for after all. Okay. Which one do we click? I guess we'll do this one. There are wooden lockers here. These wooden keys, just like at the super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. I understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key found in that locker. Right?
That's right.
Well, let's try it. Okay. I took out the wooden block key and then put it into the metal lock and click lock it. You clearly accept the key and it opens. Okay. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're like strong and tight to cut than they are. Of course, without a blow, they're nothing but strong glow sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows can be added to the good section of the handle. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this is used for. Is that a blood
I
type?
see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the closed section of the handle. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now.
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker is holding items that were clearly related to the case. So how did the keys of the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
But perhaps. Yeah? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? Are you gonna mean the mercenary group that Makura was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. That's right. The archive has all kinds of information that the public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Okay. I believe there's a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Yagi seems to know the archive like the back of his hand. Went straight to the stuff in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. Give me the file, man.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers don't speak French. But whatever, I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. Guys, remember, they're Japanese students instead of Japan. So I guess they don't really take French research. I feel like they might take, like, I don't know, English or Chinese or something. Maybe not Chinese. I'm not sure. But I feel like some schools will have, like, English stuff. Because, like, a lot of car companies from Japan are, like, car companies that do a lot of work in America and other countries. There's also a lot of German car companies now, but whatever. Moving on. Why are you making that expression, girl? But whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to pay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their fierce presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing too many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields are much different from our lives here. It's an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you that may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir? Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that you're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? What could that mean? Makura Kusaba's profile has been added to the split section of your handbook. Ding dong, bing bong. So the body is clearly Makura Ikusaba.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena.
What?
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
What?
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
What?
So, please meet up in the usual spot.
This investigation was really short. It was only like almost 40 minutes.
See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class
That's
trial.
right.
Who's team that way? Let's go. I'm not ready. We haven't even gotten to the hour mark. What am I supposed to do? Can I go to the trinket store? Ah, man. No, I'm not ready. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna buy some time. We're gonna look at the truth bullets and look through them. I've never done this before. Okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. There were, however, dead with a blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. The explosion was burnt, the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaked wet while the bottom half remained dry. The body was wearing notable long fake nails. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of their hand. There was a bit of charred grease near the body. It should be noted that the bomb which had been removed from Monica and the gem had disappeared. It's hard to imagine these two events are unrelated. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time it's impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up to the morning announcement at 7:30. Makoto and Aoi arrive at the dining hall 7:30 to 9 a.m. Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. At 9 a.m., Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It's also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. But he did not mention, mind the way, he did not mention that. Whatever. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. Okay, I think I get it. So the body was set down after the rain, after the sprinklers. So they're set on the tarp first, so that it wouldn't get wet while the killer went to go get the bomb from the gym. I think is what happened. And then they put the tarp into the shed. And then, okay, I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. Chicken coop chickens. The number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims that there were without a doubt 5 chickens just before nighttime last night, and yet Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it could be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya has also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. The corpse had a mask covering its head with a white jacket covering the body. The knife had been thrust into the abdomen and there was blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It is noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Mikuru Ikosaba, female known as Ultimate Soldier, she became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, each member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Mikuru Ikosaba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. This wood block decoration was found in Kyoko's room. It looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo. A set of titanium arrows was found in the dojo locker. There appear to be 10 in total. Along with the arrows, there was also a rounded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It's assumed that this is related to the case, but nobody can imagine how. Okay. I finished for as long as I can. Let's go into the thing. And we'll save before the trial starts, and then... Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. You're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? I was ranking high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey!
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but... We stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he did. Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... or what?
What?
Jeez. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
I'm here. And no rule's been broken. Kyoko?
Ah!
Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it in the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that
I
right?
made it here just fine with school regulation that I violate. Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
Shing!
No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Mountain was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
Ah,
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank goodness, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? That's right, now we've got to deal with a ghost. I told you to stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without even looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped onto the elevator. Master, will wait for me. Oh, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
But I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled onto the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Okay. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added to the split section of your handbook.
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto,
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? For now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem...
Because it's probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Okay. It's gonna give us like a safety, right? Being last one left, I stepped onto the elevator. The door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. It wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Okay, we're gonna save and we'll come back later, because I don't really want to deal with this absolutely insane right now. We'll come back next week for the rest of the trial. I might record the trial right after this, and then yeah, but we're gonna end stuff here, I think. Goodbye.